Hello everyone, Farron here, and I am showing you guys the latest patch, Beta Balance Update number 11, which is today's. And yeah, so this is a bit ridiculous, all the things that they did. Not very happy about most of them. It's pretty dumb, but let's start out here. Train Reaper no longer requires a Tech Lab add-on, so basically you can just go in there with a Reaper at like, 3 minutes or whatever and own a mineral line. That seems fair. However, they made it so it is not as good against light down here. The weapon is decreased from 4 damage normally to anything to +5 versus light, and +5 versus light, just down to plain 4 damage. But I do believe it has 2 attacks, so it's 8 every time it attacks. Or it's 8 for both of the attacks combined. And moving on with the Reaper, the Battlefield Awareness passive ability has been removed from the game, which was basically it allowed it to see up cliffs when it could be like down from the cliffs, so that made no sense why they even had that. Movement speed increased from 3.38 to 3.75, so now it's as fast as a Muta used to be. The Nitro Packs upgrade has been removed from the game, so now they can't get a speed upgrade, so I guess that's okay, but it's still too fast to start. Hellbat. I've always thought this was kind of a worthless unit. I never thought it was that great, but whatever. Attack speed changed from 1.9 to 2, so a little bit slower, not by much. Infernal Pre-Igniter upgrade no longer increases Hellbat weapon damage. Napalm Spray weapon damage increased from 10 plus 9 versus light to 18 plus 12 versus light. So that makes it better against pretty much everything, which was basically what it was designed for, was to be more of a battle hellion, which was the original name that it had. So now it's better against normal units like armored and that kind of thing. And splash damage radius decreased from 110 to 45, not 145. And I think they did that because they upgraded the damage against light. And if they were to keep that range the same, it would roast Zerglings before they even did anything. Now with the medevac, the reactor thing, I can't even pronounce that. I have no clue, so I'm not even going to try. No longer improves the healing rate of medevacs. Used to, it was ridiculous. You could basically get like 1 Marine and 1 medevac, and you could like never kill the Marine. I think it was something weird, like 10 health per second or something. I don't know, it was a lot. Upgrade cost decreased from 150 to 150 and 110 seconds to 100, 180 seconds. So the upgrade, if it's like it was in Wings of Liberty, it makes it so that each medevac starts with 25 energy more than it already starts with. So handy, I guess, but meh, not that handy. And Emergency Thrusters ability renamed Ignite Afterburners. It's a pretty worthless change. Raven, Seeker Missile, energy cost decreased from 125 to 75. Primary target damage reverted from 300 to 100. Seeker Missile once again deals splash damage, and the delay time prior to firing has been increased from 3 to 5 seconds. They've been making a lot of changes to the Raven lately. People have never really used them that much other than their mobile detection, other than scans, so I guess they're okay, I guess. I don't know. I already went over the Reaper, and here is the thing I think I hate the most. Siege tanks no longer require an upgrade in order to enter siege mode. Now, used to, I would do this build where I would rush someone. And it would be in like, 2v2s, 3v3s, that kind of thing. And what I would do was, I used to go nothing but Marines and tanks, and I would rush them pretty early, like 6 minutes, 30 seconds, or 7 minutes, around in there. And the limiting factor would be having to research siege mode, because it would cost you 100 minerals, 100 gas, and it would take 80 seconds, which is longer than it takes to build a siege tank. Now, you don't have to pay that gas, you don't have to pay those minerals, and you don't have to wait the 80 seconds, and it only takes like 55 to build a tank, or 45 around in there. So now it's just like way easier to turtle as a Terran. So it's way easier to defend, and it's way easier to attack with those. Now, Protoss, the Vortex ability has been removed from the game. Pretty good because against Zerg, the Archon Toilet Bowl, which was, if you don't know what it is, basically they would Vortex your whole army, put in some Archons into the Vortex, because as soon as you come out, all your units are just really grouped up in like one little ball, and since Archons have Splash and they do a ton of damage, all the Archons would attack at once, kill pretty much every unit in there, and you would lose pretty much everything, and the Protoss would lose nothing. Mothership Core, the Envision ability has been moved to Oracle. They cannot figure out what they are doing to the Mothership Core or the Oracle. Oracle is pretty much completely different than what it was when they first announced it. Same with the Mothership Core, it's just way different than what it was. And the Oracle, the Time Warp ability has been moved to the Mothership Core and the Mothership. And finally, Zerg. Infestor. Fungal growth damage decreased from 30 plus 10 versus armor to 30. So now it's even more worthless than it already was. Yeah. So it's a projectile so it can be avoided, and it also does hardly any damage. Nice. Mutalisk Regeneration passive ability renamed Tissue Regeneration, and its tooltip has been updated to improve clarity. Ooh, big change, guys. Anyway, not too sure why they just had, like, all that for Terran, that little bit for Protoss, and that one thing for Zerg. Not too sure why they did that. I don't really know. Anyway, that is the horrible patch they just did. Hopefully they will change that very soon, because that is just ridiculous. Anyway, I will see you guys next time.